Hello friend, today we shall talk about a topic UAT or user acceptance testing. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in testing and you want to learn about it. Friend, UAT or user acceptance testing is basically a final phase of software testing where the real users test the system to make sure it meets their needs and requirements. So here the focus of testing is from user side, user's perspective, the end user who will use the system. The goal of UAT is to validate the software against the business requirements and to ensure that it is ready for production. Imagine a company has developed a new accounting software for their finance department. Before rolling it to an entire company, they want to make sure it works well for the end users. So the accountants who will use it daily, so they are the end users. Steps involved in user acceptance testing are first one is the planning. Define the scope of UAT, identify key users, typically end users or business representatives, and prepare test cases based on real life scenarios. Then environment setup means create a testing environment that closely resembles the production environment. Execution means have the end users execute the test cases and perform their usual tasks using the software. Then reporting means collect feedback, document any issues or bugs found, and analyze the results. And then based on the UAT results, decide if the software is ready for production or if further changes are needed. So it depends on the successful completion of the UAT. Now we can talk about a detailed example. First one is the planning, means test the key features of the accounting software, such as creating invoices, managing expenses, and generating financial reports. Then select a group of accountants who will perform the testing, and then develop test cases based on the daily tasks the accountants perform, such as create a new invoice, record an expense, and generate a monthly financial report. Then after that, set up a testing environment that includes the accounting software, sample data, and necessary permissions for the tester. So then first, for when we talk about execution of the user acceptance testing, first we have to do the create a new invoice. For example, this is one scenario. So for that purpose, the accounting user logs into the system. The user navigates to the invoice creation module. The user fills in the invoice details, for example, the client name, services provided, amount. The user saves the invoice and verify that the invoice appears correctly in the system. Then record an expense means the user logs into the system. The user navigates to the expense management module. The user records a new expense, date, amount, category. Then verify that the expense is saved and appears in the expense report. Then generate a monthly financial report. The user logs into the system. The user navigates to the report generation module. The user selects the month and generates the report. Verify that the report is accurate and includes all relevant data. Then reporting means collect feedback from the users about any issues they encountered, such as bugs or usability problems. Document these issues and report them to the development team for fixing. Then review the feedback and test results. If the software meets the user's needs and no critical issues are found, approve it for production. If issues are found, address them and possibly conduct another round of UAT. Now here is the question that why user acceptance testing is important. Basically friend, it ensures that the software meets the business requirements and user expectations. So with respect to users point of view, this testing is very important. Then it provides valuable feedback from real users, which can identify issues not caught during earlier testing phases. Basically friend, whenever we develop a software, we check the software with respect to software point of view or technical point of view. However, the user's perspective, the end user perspective is different, is totally different. He checks the system with respect to business objectives and with respect to his day-to-day operations. Then it builds confidence that the software is ready for use in the real world, and it also reduces the risk of major issues of the software is deployed. So the key points to remember here is that UAT is performed by end users or business representatives, not by developers or testers. It focuses on the real world scenarios and business requirement. It is the final testing phase before the software is released to production. Successful UAT means the software is ready for use by the intended audience. So by conducting user acceptance testing, you ensure that the software not only works technically but also meets the practical needs and expectations of its users, leading to a smoother and a more successful rollout here.